Okay, so hey, what's up guys? This is your friend Captain Diaz. You're already watching Kiaras and Diaz, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about the kind of a same affordable based 200 megapixel camera smartphone, and it's from a very well-known brand, Infinix. There are two smartphones basically, but the main highlight is the Zero Ultra. But there is one more smartphone which came down with this, which is 020. It has a really cool selfie camera. We're gonna talk about each and everything of this both the smartphone in this today's video. So without any further ado, let's quickly get started. Let's start off with the Infinix 020, and this smartphone has a water drop notch and it is having a AMOLED 90Hz 6.7 inches of display. Talking about the operating system, then this guy is rocking out of the box with the Android 12 and XOS 12. Talking about the processor, then you're going to get is the MediaTek's Helio G99, the processor, which is based on the 6nm technology, and it is having a Mali G57 and for the GPU basically. Talking about the colors, then you're going to get is the three colors over here: space gray, glitter gold, and green fantasy. Talking about the battery, then you're going to get is the 4500 mAh with the powerful battery, and inside the box you're going to get is a 45 watt of power adapter, which is really crazy for this 4500 mAh. Basically, it's gonna be charging in a second. Talking about the storage and the RAM, you're going to get is the 8128 option and the 8256 GB option. So with both are really nice. You can grab as per your needs. Talking about the cameras, then you're going to get is a triple camera setup for the rear side. 108 megapixel, it's a wide sensor, 13 megapixel sensor is there, and a 2 megapixel macro or depth sensor might be there. Talking about the video recording, you are going to get a 4K and 1080p both types of video recording, which is a really nice thing. Talking about the camera for the front side, and that's the main highlight of the smartphone. It is having a 16 megapixel OIS, yes, for the front side OIS, and it's a wide sensor, and it is completely folded in its own way. Talking about the video recording, 1440p at 30 fps is that, which is kind of the same near to 2K resolution, and it's nice to have 2K. Now let's talk about the Ultra guy. The Ultra guy is having its own way of showcasing itself, the Zero Ultra basically, and the Zero itself is a kind of a say flagship type of a smartphone category from the Infinix. Talking of which, the smartphone, the Zero Ultra, is a kind of a say really good in its own terms. So we're gonna talk about the specification in a bit. But in terms of the design, it is fantastic, and kind of an Infinix, Techno, and brands which are in a sort of budget such as Realme's GT series. They know how to represent a smartphone in a lot of manner. And Realme's GT series is a kind of ups and downs, but the Infinix and Techno, they knows how to do with, and it is really classically and perfectly designed a smartphone from Infinix and Techno. So yeah, nice to see that. Now let's talk about the display. You are going to get the AMOLED 120Hz 6.8 inch of display, and yeah, it is really nice to have 120Hz and also AMOLED, not any IPS LCD. MediaTek's Dimensity 920. Yeah, basically the processor is MediaTek Dimensity 920, and it's a 6nm based processor. Mali G68 is there, and that's the reason why it is coming in an affordable manner. We're gonna talk about that in a bit, but yeah, really nice to have MediaTek Dimensity 920. Talking about the battery, same 4500 mAh with the battery is there. But the power adapter, it is a 180 watt of power adapter. It is kind of a say really gonna be, in a quick beats like 1 or 2 minutes the phone might be completely going 0 to 100% because 4500 mAh 180 watt is kind of a really nice to have. Talking about the colors, then you're going to get the two color options, Cause Light Silver and Genesis Noise. Both are looking in its own way perfect. And talking about the storage and the RAM, you're going to get the 8 GB plus 128, no, 8 GB to 56. That's only, it's kind of a say, having some sort of ups and downs might be there on this variant. Talking about the camera for the front side, you are going to get is a 32 megapixel wide sensor. It is having a capability of 1080p video recording and kind of a say it can be more powerful, but it is only having 1080p, which is kind of offsidedly drawback of this phone. Talking about the camera for the rear side, you are going to get is a triple camera setup. And the main sensor, which is a wide sensor, it's a 200 megapixel sensor. It's a wide sensor basically, and it is having OIS f1.8 aperture is there, followed by 13 megapixel ultra wide sensor and a 2 megapixel macro depth there. 4K and 1080p both can be recording. The main highlight 200 megapixel. The ultra wide and that 2 megapixel might be improved, but if they have removed the 2 megapixel, it's gonna be nicer. And that from triple digit to dual digit, it can be more powerful. It might be even 50 megapixel, but they would pick the 30 megapixel. So kind of say off-sided, but that's the reason might this phone is in a budget side. So let's talk about that thing too. Now let's talk about the kind of say the expected pricing. The 020 might be under 20,000 as per some expectations. Um, yeah, as do you know, Infinix know how to create some sort of hype for the smartphone and release it in a kind of a really good manner of a pricing. So it might be there, and the Zero Ultra might be under 40,000 as per my expectations, because it is having a one big drawback, which is a 13 megapixel and a 2 megapixel, the cameras basically, and even the XOS, if they have optimized it in their own way, that might be nice. And MediaTek Dimensity 920 is and kind of a say nowadays coming under 25,000, so might be that 200 megapixel, even if they added, might be under 30 or might be under 40. My expectations under 40. Thus, if they come up with a 40 under K for INR, perfect for the smartphone. It is really gonna be affordable based the 200 megapixel camera smartphone. So yeah, talking about the initial specs, the G99 based smartphone, it can be more better in a terms of the design for the front side. If they have picked up the punch hole, it's gonna be nicer, but they might be going into a budget side. That's why they have picked up the water drop notch. So it might be like that, but yeah, it's up to them. Talking about the initial specs of that smartphone, 45 watt. That's the perfect thing. AMOLED is there, which is again a perfect thing with the 90 Hz. 90 Hz is getting nowadays common. No matter if the display is of 720p, but this guy is having a 1080p basically, okay. But there are some smartphones who have 720p with the 90 Hz. It's up to them. So yeah, that smartphone is completely filled up, and also the 108 is there, which is again a real nice thing. Talking about the Ultra, the Zero Ultra, it is having a perfect design. I like the design perfectly, and it looks really nice in terms of the design, both the colors basically. Talking about the cameras, the 200 megapixel, keeping that aside, the 13 megapixel and the 2 megapixel can be improved on this way. That it might be more powerful in its own way, and if they are well optimized, it's up to them. Then it's gonna be nicer only. But if they have, some sort of perfection for that, like I say, the setup might be 200 plus 50 plus 13 might be there. It's gonna be really nice to see. But anyways, if it comes in the affordable, that is also accepted basically. So yeah, display is also nice. AMOLED 120 Hz, and it is having a kind of say curved display. So yeah, nice to see something like crazily happening. And there isn't any updates regarding the operating system updates, so that's the only drawback of the Infinix XOS and the Android 12 based XOS basically. So if they update that afterwards the launching in global markets, then it's gonna be nicer. So yeah, that was the Infinix 020 and the 0 Ultra. Both are awesome in its own way, no matter what the price is. If it's come under 40k for the Ultra, and the best expectation, best, max, basically best means max, and 20k for the 020, then both are perfectly designed for their price point. And even if they come under that price point, then it's nice to have that smartphone at that point, basically. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what do you think about it. Like and subscribe, gonna be appreciating our work, and pressing the bell icon. You can stay tuned to the channel. This was Captain DRS. You're watching Cameras and DRS. I'll catch you in the next video. Stay safe, stay connected. Peace out.